Sorry, I went for the drink and kinda took a moment. Kitty, you're back? Or you are not back? GOG.com. Hello, outgoing bird. How are you? So, okay, I remember. We're supposed to do some kind of ritual that will most probably end with me becoming something. Meow. Meow meow meow. Meow 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 meow. What if I tear those ears off? What if I tear those little ears off? Tired, but that's normal. How about you? Same. I don't know, I wasn't tired when I finished my job, like an hour ago. But I was talking with a friend, and I don't know, my brain suddenly died. No, don't bully the cute kid. I am not bullying, I am just touching her ears. Well, you could say that I am trying to annoy her. Oh. Yeah, my brain kinda died. We were talking with my friend about writing, about fanfics, and then my friend told me that Wheel of Time TV show was cancelled, and I was like, what the fuck? Which TV show it's already? I feel like I am living through two big historical events. Rise of fascism and purge of TV shows. What kind of cat is she? She's not any breed. From what I know, she's just a typical house cat. But when we were going to a vet first time, the vets were enamored with her and how she looked. They said that she has really unique color and patterns. Like she has a black nose, but her beans are pink on her paws. Yeah, she has white and black whiskers. Like she has most of them white, but there are some that are black. She is gray, mostly gray, and on her tummy you can notice the typical dots like the typical house cats have. Like house cats have either stripes or they have stripes and dots. So she has some... The dots are more visible. I feel like she has stripes, but they are not that visible because she has dark gray fur. And she has like white elements, like white paws and white under her chin. Totally understandable. Who can resist teasing a cat? Sounds like a pretty kitty. Yeah, actually, I was told that cats with black noses are not that common, because mostly cats have either pink or brown noses. Dark noses usually have cats who are actually black, but she's not black. She's just gray. She just got genetic roulette with a black nose. And there are also cats that have dark beanies, like beans on their paws, and she didn't get them. I don't know if she was one of 3 kittens. I don't know how the other kittens look like, because I got her from my aunt's friend. And when I was asking my aunt to show me the others, she couldn't really produce the photos, even the photos of the mother. And when I kept asking, like I was asking periodically for the photo of her cat mom, and at some point my aunt told me that her friend's cat, that is my cat mom, disappeared. Because apparently it was cat that was going out. I don't know. I didn't. I thought that it was a house cat, but it looked like it had some kinda freedom to go outside. Which is not a good practice. Also, her friend was also very uneducated when it comes to cats. Not only she let this cat have babies because of superstition, because there is a superstition that female cat has to have at least 1 liter before you neuter her, which is wrong. You don't have. My cat, I sterilized my cat right away. It's just a superstition that they should have a litter of cat. And also, she didn't know the basics of when you can give away the kittens. So I got my kitten when she was 7 weeks old. She was still drinking milk. It was too early to take this catto away. That's why my catto suffers some psychological issues like separation anxiety, aggression. Like, I have to kinda take into consideration what angers her, so I wouldn't trigger the aggression episodes. Because she's also very skittish, she's really a scaredy cat, like a typical saying, like she's really scared of everything. So she can really get scared and then get very aggressive to the point that you can't even move around the house without fearing for your life. Or your legs, at least. For the life of your legs. I literally have holes in my legs after her attack. What was the clue here? Beat the drums. Wait.
What do you want, strange stranger?
How do you play the drums?
Oh, that's easy. The music is the first language of Tiafrani. It resonates with the earth. You need only respect the natural order for the earth to hear you. A predator, a prey. The cycle.
That's not really all that clear.
Come now, come now. You must first make the snake rattle. Unless it is first to be the insect. Time devouring.
I'm listening.
I am patient because I know it's not her fault. Like, it's not like she's doing it on purpose. It's an instinct kind of thing. She attacks because she's a prey animal. So I know that we as humans have to kinda adjust to the animal. Aye aye. I don't like this.
Something's appeared over there. It seems as if it's some type of altar.
For a second I was afraid it was a monster.
It looks like an altar. The stones. That must be where we need to pour the potion.
Potion of the demonic ritual. Oh no.
What is this?
Monster? It is a monster. Boy. Boy. Bleh. Ah. Your first instinct was right. You know, I don't trust things that appear out of nowhere.
Dear Dog! Killed! You killed her! Monsters! Murderers!
You knew her, old man? Before she became a Nadaig?
May the earth swallow you whole! You and those from their dark oil! They must all be destroyed! But Enolmil Frictimen will stop them! He will chase you all away! Murderers! His hunt has begun!
Calm down. We didn't have a choice. We were only defending ourselves.
Siora, what is he talking about? Why is he so furious, and who is Enon Milfrictimen?
I believe he is furious because he knew the Nadaig before she bonded. He mourns her in this way. It was a Doneigad who received very much power, and who traded herself completely.
Are you saying that that creature was once a woman?
Yes, like you and me. Anyone who draws upon the power of the earth becomes one of their faces in exchange. As for your other question, Enon Milfrictimen means one of 1,000 faces.
One of 1,000 faces? If it is a creature, I would prefer to avoid crossing paths.
Enon Milfrictimen. I doubt that you can understand.
Enough to think that this being wants to harm us. Perhaps it is the source of the Malachor.
And why is that? Why would the source of your sickness come from here?
I don't know, Siora. But didn't this man just say that this being would hunt us down? We need to learn more.
Wow! My fate is in a precarious place right now. Also, that guy was completely okay with me going around, collecting things, playing the drum, but then when I won, he was like, how dare you! How dare you survive? I don't know, mister, you didn't have any problem with me doing anything else before. Did you count on me dying? He was counting on me dying for sure. skills. Magical healing unlocked. Look at me. Becoming better at this. Willpower 2. Okay, I will remember next time. Na 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 My brain is on fire! My brain is on fire! It's not okay. Slip, 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 slip. Hello? Hello? Hello?
You survived. Which must mean, alas, that one of the Nadaig is with us no longer. You are a great warrior. You could almost be a storm warrior.
Huh.
What do you seek?
Speak about the trap in the swamps.
You have set a trap for us, invoking and releasing that creature.
It is true. And the Nadaig is indeed one of the faces. A spirit of the Isle. I was hoping that you would disappear. The swamps do not like to give back those who enter. You have seen things that no stranger to our clan has ever seen. Secrets that no one must know. But you survived. You are strong. I should not have thought you so weak.
The ritual. This is how you prepare the blood sap.
What are you talking about, Siora?
No one knows the recipe. But it is the very balm that allows her warriors to enter into a trance. And to rise again when they have fallen.
It is true. You do not know the ingredients, but you know now how the blessing works. I have nothing more to give you than my excuses. And that you keep to yourself all that you have seen. You are a brave Onal Manawi, and I would like to request your help.
You request my help after sending me on a suicide mission.
You helped us to find the camp of the Soul Lasser, and you have proven your valor fighting the Nadaig. So yes, I am asking for your help in saving the people who are suffering in this camp.
What do you intend to do, exactly?
Attack and destroy this camp, and those who live in it, to set my people free.
And how am I supposed to help you?
My clan is powerful. but so are these Soul Lasser. I need more warriors. Eseld of the Gaius Rad is in my debt, but I'm afraid she might refuse to honor it after her clan was defeated. You know how to talk to people, and you are friends with her twin sister. I would like you to go and convince her to help me.
I suppose I could try, at least.
That would be good. It would also be good if you could fight alongside us to set these prisoners free. Meet us near the camp with the forces you managed to assemble.
So this is a side quest.
We should go and see the Mother Cardinal. It is her Inquisition, after all. If she finds out afterwards that we went to fight them without even informing her first, she might take offense.
Do I have to do it in specific order? Ugh. Ah. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow meow meow. Meow meow meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Hello.
Siora, Asir. Always with your new friends. Bertir to Madiseld. I'm happy to see you. What do you want?
Could you tell me about Siora?
You are right there, and you let him talk about you like this? Asir?
Him?
That's a strange friend you have there. Perhaps I wanted to hear how you'd reply. Perhaps, but I don't like this. Did you want anything else?
I am not a him. Ask for her support against the Inquisition for Deirdre.
Deirdre requested that I ask for your clan's help. She intends to attack a camp of the Ordo Luminis to set free their prisoners.
The Ordo Luminis?
It's the name of the Inquisition. The Red Suns, if you prefer.
The Soul Lasser. I see. What have they done this time?
They're still trying to convert your people by force. Those who do not accept the Enlightened are taken to this camp, where they are tortured and killed if they keep resisting. Deirdre needs more warriors for this attack.
The Gaius Rad have been deeply weakened by our defeat against the Lions.
Deirdre told me that you were in her debt.
I am, but she's asking a lot more than what we owe. Our clan might not survive this battle.
Remind her of the reasons why her mother fought against the lion.
Do you remember why your mother wanted to fight against the Alliance? Was it because some strangers were abducting your people?
You're right. And even though we lost this battle and it left us weakened and without a queen, she wouldn't want us to stay idle and await the death of our people. I will gather my warriors and talk to them. Did you want anything else?
No.
Thanks. Goodbye, Izeld.
Gaisrad, Dedra and her Sengedin Anadas will fight against the Sol Lasser, who torture and kill our brothers. She's asking us to fight alongside her, to set our people free and stop these monsters. Shall we rise to her call?
Our spears will rise in defense of our people.
Then it is done. Let's raise our spears and leave for battle. You can leave with a peaceful mind. My warriors will fight alongside yours and Dedra's. We will meet near the camp of the Sol Lasser.
Okay, so it did matter. I lost the import the cardinal of the impending attack. Well, I don't care about the cardinal, to be honest. Fuck her and her inquisition. Wait, I need to check something that on my phone I can. Hmm. 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 Looks like I should have gone to the cardinal after all. I guess.
Greenblood, my friend. My contacts have spoken. I was able to discover the location of this infamous Phantom training camp.
Do you still think they should be held accountable?
More than ever. You know that I recruited Rayner. I want to know what kind of hornet's nest I led him into. I want to know what these madmen did. But I fear if I go alone, I might not be able to control myself. And I won't learn anything. I need the help of my best student.
Accept and take care of it now.
How can I refuse such a request? Well then, let's go.
Instead of going... Hello, the good convo. How are you today? We're supposed to follow the Ordo Iuris, but the organization is similar to Ordo Iuris. We have organization like this here, which is also religious and very, very not nice. Doing well. I'm happy you're doing well. I was supposed to continue the camp quest, but I guess I need to first do the companion quest. I'm kind of afraid that if I don't do the companion quests first, I will fuck something up completely. We are in St. Matthias, the den of the lion, the evil place. Why evil? Because colonization is evil. Moral. Okay, where was it? Village of the Venchavale. Speaking of babe. It doesn't look good with this. Huh? Here's a mage. Petrus. Only wait. He doesn't have any weapon. That's all. Okay, equip. Theologian ring. Medal of Saint Matthias. Ooh. Magic regeneration on 0. Doesn't look like a useful thing. Yay! Wait, where are we going? We are going and yeah, in this direction. Tra la 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 la. Running. There are monsters behind you, mister. Yay! Monsters, 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 monsters. Where are we going there? Up! Up on the hill! Down on the road. Wait, what? We are attacked!
Bunch of cowards! Move away! Things are about to get dicey! Come here, my beauties! Running out of energy! Come on, drink a potion! Your magic is running out! Take a potion! You're running out of energy! Drink a potion! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
Are you a monk or something? He really did behave as if he had magical powers, or at least powers from his god. Didn't we kill those people before? I thought we killed those people before.
Death to the others! Your magic is running out. Take a potion. Move away. Things are about to get dicey. You're running out of energy.
Wait, so Petrus is mage and I am mage and sword woman. So I use bow. Because lore reasons, you were always interested more in the sword than learning magic from me when you were a kid. Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Petrus. Sword looked cooler. Camp area. Set up a camp. Lovely. Oh. Let's go. Gift camp. Do I need special permission? No. Look, they are so accommodating and welcoming.
I was informed of your arrival by my sentinels, but I didn't think it would be you, Kurt.
Rolf! You're the leader of this camp.
You two know each other.
We train together. We haven't seen each other in a long time. A very long time.
The world of warriors is very small, Kurt. What brings you here, my old comrade? And who are these people with you? They're not one of us?
My name is Desardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
And I am Bishop Petrus. May the Enlightened guide you.
These people sure are important. So, what are you doing here?
I've heard things about this place. About this very special camp.
And we wanted to see what it was all about with our own eyes.
That's very nice of you, but visitors aren't welcome in this camp. What goes on here is only the guards' business.
Does the same apply to me?
Listen, Kurt. I can give you and your friends some answers, but only because it's you. Anyway, knowing you as well as I do, I'm aware I'm not going to get rid of you that easily. So, what would you like to know?
Ask him about the camp's purpose. Find out about the site's organization. Ask about the training received there.
What is it you do here? And why is this place kept secret, even from your comrades in the guard?
The natives have their magic, and we have to train elites to be able to face them. That's what we're doing here. Our role is sensitive, and our location obviously cannot be revealed to the whole island.
I see the reason for this kind of training. The Bridge Alliance would be particularly interested in soldiers like these. And yet I've never heard of this elite squadron.
We're still in the early stages of the program. We don't want to rush things. And our leaders demand secrecy. Orders are orders.
Ask about the training received
Can
there.
you tell us about your training?
That's a sensitive topic. Most exercises take place in the field to get the men used to it. The natives' knowledge of the environment gives them as much of an advantage as their magic. But if you want to know more, you should ask my lieutenant instructors.
This is a huge camp for such a secret location. How's it organized?
The main building is reserved for officers and the wounded. The front and rear of the camp are dedicated to combat training. But most exercises take place outside.
Impressive. And how do you manage recruitment?
Only the best come here. Those who have combat experience. Once they arrive, they're separated into 2 squadrons, each led and trained by a lieutenant. But you already know all of this, Kurt. It must bring back memories.
Yes.
Discuss Renee's death.
Actually, we found out about this camp while we were looking for someone.
A kid I recruited. Rainer.
Oh. I didn't know he was one of yours. My condolences. I was told he died in an accident in the harbor.
Don't insult my intelligence, Rolf.
All right. Since you're here, I guess there's no point in lying to you anymore. The accident occurred during a maneuver. It's regrettable, but these things happen, you know?
We've taken up enough of your time, Captain.
I agree, and I have things to do.
I'd like to question your lieutenant instructors, if you don't mind. To ask them about Rainer.
You've become a real sap. Fine. But try not to disrupt the day's schedule too much. Goodbye.
I'm sorry, I couldn't contain my anger.
I noticed. Good thing you know this captain so well. I don't think he would have let us investigate otherwise.
I'm not sure it's a good thing, really.
Your aversion is clear. But is it him that you hate? Or what the camp represents, my son?
Rolf doesn't bring back good memories for me. But let's continue. I want to know what's going on here. Lieutenant!
Respectfully, Captain.
Here is my friend, the legate of the merchant congregation. She would like to ask you a few questions.
At your orders. I'm listening, sires.
Ask for details about her squadron.
How do the various squadrons in this camp differ from one another?
The recruits I train are intended to carry out more subtle actions.
Really? What kind?
I teach them how to blend into the background, understand customs, observe, and know when to strike.
That's strange. These skills are normally associated with assassins rather than soldiers.
These skills are always useful, regardless of the enemy or the setting.
Find out about the training.
What kind of training do your men undergo?
I can't go into details, but they learn discipline and to outdo themselves.
You mean to blindly follow orders, even to their death?
But No, Captain. We also teach them to analyze situations, so that they know when to act to avoid risking their lives.
Ask her how she got here.
How did you become an instructor in this camp?
I have led numerous squadrons before, and I've trained hundreds of recruits on the continent. I worked with Captain Rolfe in the past, and when I arrived on the island, he recommended me for this position.
That's very impressive. And I expect that you're familiar with the natives' environment and magic.
Yes, of course.
Oi, charisma. Ay.
Kurt, don't you think that someone this talented fits what we're looking for? You see, we need to find someone who can replace Kurt to oversee my cousin's security.
Your cousin is a governor of New Serene, I've heard. It's a prestigious position. I don't doubt my abilities, but an offer like this, made so suddenly, must have a price.
We can't hide anything from you.
We're trying to find out what happened to Rainer, a recruit who trained here.
That name doesn't sound familiar. He must have been in the Shadow Squadron.
The other lieutenant's squadron?
Yes. I'm sorry, haven't been much use to you. Did something happen to him?
He died. His body was thrown into the harbor to make it look like he drowned.
I guess it was one of your recruits. My condolences, Captain.
We'll question some of your soldiers.
At your orders, but please be quick. I'd like to get on with training.
Lieutenant.
Captain.
My friend here would like to learn more about this camp.
At your orders, Captain. Madam?
Ask him about his squadron.
Can you tell us about your squadron?
The recruits who come here are the best. And in my squadron, they get even better. I don't know what else to tell you. They're disciplined, rigorous, and effective. Exactly what you'd expect from the best soldiers.
Discuss the training.
What kind of training takes place in your ranks?
Combat in natural settings. Combat against the savages' magic.
Fuck
I'm very
you.
curious about how you train against the magic the natives use.
Now these are complex, secret maneuvers. I'm very sorry, but I can't tell you anymore.
That's a pity. It would definitely be instructive.
Mention Rene's case.
I heard the recruit Rainer trained here. What can you tell me about him?
Oh, he was a good one. He died a little while ago.
So we've heard. Your captain told us he died during a maneuver. Can you tell us more?
The training we do outside can be dangerous. Unfortunately, Rainer fell to his death in a ravine.
He fell.
During a simulated ambush. I know, it's not glorious, but it happens. I'd like to get back to work now, if you'll allow it, Captain.
Go on. We're gonna go talk to some of your recruits.
I hope that it won't take too long. We're all very busy here.
We'll be quick, Lieutenant.
The story about training against magic is a lie. This lieutenant has no idea what he's talking about.
So what could they be training recruits for here then?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I don't like it. Soldier!
Yes, Captain.
At ease. We have some questions for you.
Me? At your orders, Captain.
Ask how the training is going.
You look exhausted. Is training that rough here?
It's difficult at first, but you get through it. Taming fatigue. That's the key to it all.
Haven't you ever wanted to stop? You've never doubted your vocation.
I'm not a coward, nor a weakling. The strength of the shadow.
What is that? Your motto?
Our squadron's captain.
Discuss his squadron comrade.
You seem concerned about your comrades. You keep looking at them.
No, not at all.
Are you afraid of what they might think of you?
Absolutely not, Captain. We are all of one mind in this squadron. We are very united.
Ask him about René.
Since this is such a close-knit squadron, you must have known Raynor.
Yes, of course. But he's not part of the squadron any longer. He left.
Really?
I don't know what you're trying to get me to say, Captain. Raynor left the squadron because he was sent on a mission. There's nothing more to say.
Sorry, mate, but that's not what happened.
I don't know anything more.
Thank you. That will be all.
Thank you, madam. Captain.
Good heavens, I feel like a bogeyman.
These recruits are clearly scared to let any information slip.
It's as if their life depended on it. Hello, soldier.
Captain?
We need information. Your instructor authorized us to question you.
Of course, madam. I'm listening.
Discuss his training with him.
How would you describe your training? Do you train outside the camp much?
Yes, we do. Well, not exclusively.
Really? Yet we've been told that your unit specialized in actions over difficult terrain.
Yes, I think so. Well, yes, that's true.
Problems remembering things, soldier?
No, Captain.
Ask him about his squadron.
What's it like in your squadron?
Very good. The Phantom Squadron is made up only of the very best.
Do you trust your comrades?
We're like 5 fingers on one hand, madam. I would trust them with my life.
You've sure got the military spirit.
Yes, Captain.
Discuss accidents during maneuvers.
We've learned that a recruit died in an accident during a maneuver. Does this happen often?
No. Of course not. Only to those who aren't strong enough.
That's strange. I was told that this recruit was very talented.
I don't know what to tell you. It's possible. If you don't mind, I'd like to get back to my training.
He seems afraid that an accident might befall him too.
No, it's not that. I just don't want to fall behind schedule.
Very well. Go on.
Excellent. Captain?
These kids are scared to death.
Yes. This boy's answers about his training seem pretty dubious to me.
You can't hide the lies. Soldier!
Captain!
At ease, soldier.
Discuss his training with him.
We'd like to learn more about your training.
I have nothing to say about it, my lady.
Really? Go on, it's not a difficult question. What do you do during training?
Is this a test, Captain?
No, it's not a test. You may speak freely.
Well, training is difficult, but we can't complain, Captain.
That's an interesting way to phrase it.
Ask him about his squadron.
You're very united in this squadron. At least that's what I've been told.
United. You could say that, yes. Until death.
That's rather sinister. Does the name Raynor sound familiar to you?
Yeah. Well, no, not really.
You seem rather hesitant. Afraid of being reprimanded by your lieutenant?
No. Well, not at all. It's just that I can't tell you anything about Recruit Raynor. And we're lucky to have the Lieutenant as our instructor, Captain.
We should leave this soldier to his work.
Your name, soldier?
Wilhelm. First class recruit Wilhelm, Spectre Squadron.
Keep it up, Wilhelm.
Lieutenants, report.
Captain?
Could you give us a few minutes and take us around the site? I've never been here before, and I'm curious to see what goes on.
I'm not sure if we can, Captain.
We are on duty, Captain.
Right, Lieutenant. Let's go. Are you coming with us?
No, thank you. I'd rather stay here. Take in some fresh air.
As you like. In that case, see you later.
That was rather forceful.
Wilhelm, we need to talk. And don't worry, Captain Kurt will make sure your superior doesn't come this way.
Why are you doing that?
We didn't think you'd say anything as long as she was here.
If you noticed, others will have too. They'll make me pay.
Even more reason to talk. If we have proof, we can take action and close this camp.
Very well. What would you like to...
Discuss what really is going on here.
What's really going on here? We know that Raina didn't die in an accident.
This is supposed to be a training camp for the Guard's elite. Only the most talented recruits are allowed to join. This is an immense honor, an extraordinary chance. That's what we're told every day. But in reality, it's just hell.
Ask for details about the training.
Tell me about the training you undergo here.
It's more torture than anything else. We're constantly beaten and humiliated, and the slightest complaint only leads to more blows. They even push us to police one another, so we don't dare talk. Whatever the orders, we put our heads down, grit our teeth, and obey.
It reminds me of the Ordo Luminis' interrogation methods. The poor buggers end up admitting to anything at all, accepting the unacceptable.
I heard them tell you about the specialist training against the natives in hostile environments. But what they teach us would be more useful for assassins.
Mention René and what happened to him.
As for Raina, do you know what happened to him?
Yes. One day he just couldn't stand it any longer. He disobeyed orders, he fought back, and people got hurt. That's when things blew up. They summoned him for night training.
What does that entail?
It doesn't have much to do with real training. They call us up for it at the last minute. The weakest serve as punching bags for the others, who are encouraged to beat them. If we refuse, we too become the targets. So we join in and strike. If you're looking to punish Raina's murderer, you can start with me. We all have his blood on our hands.
Thank you for telling us all of this. You should get back to your comrades.
I hope you can do something. Have this camp closed. Otherwise I'll soon be as dead as Raina.
We understand the risk you've taken. We won't let you down.
Hopefully.
Thank you. Really. That was truly fascinating.
Captain?
I've seen everything I needed to see. You can leave us.
Yes, Captain.
Shall we go?
Pretends to leave the camp.
Kurt, Wilhelm has spoken.
What did he tell you?
He said the recruits go through hell. They are humiliated, spy on each other, get bullied. It's essentially torture. Raina wouldn't stand for these methods. He rebelled and was summoned for night training.
Are you sure he used that term?
Yes. But he told me it's not really training. That recruits are summoned.
And the others beat them. Sometimes to death. I know.
You know about this kind of training?
Yeah. I thought it was a thing of the past. What a monster. How dare he?
I'm so sorry. I'm lost for words. Tell me, did you learn anything new?
I scouted out the site. There's two parts of the barracks we should look at more closely. Rolf's quarters and the basement, which they refused to open for me.
These people's methods are despicable. But we can't just charge into the fray. Innocent people could get hurt. What do you want to do, my son?
Let's wait for nightfall. We'll sneak into the camp unseen, search the barracks, the private quarters, and then the basement.
We might also try to find out where this night training takes place.
Yes. I wouldn't want other young recruits to lose their lives tonight. Especially Wilhelm.
Strange. There's no one left in this part of the camp.
Maybe they're in the combat pit behind the barracks. I saw it when I visited the camp. Or they've already left for their night training. Let's find Rolf's office. He surely has the key to the basement.
All recruits who receive this note are summoned to Soldier Wilhelm's night training. This training is not optional. You're expected at 10 p.m. on the forest trail north of the camp. Should the recruit not attend this training, they will be the subject of the next training. That's fucked up.
Locked.
Congratulations for the work you have done. You have perfectly fulfilled your mission so far, and several of your ghost recruits have already accessed positions close to the governors. As planned, Major Herman has informed me that you have suffered some casualties, but nothing susceptible of changing our plans. Continue on this path, and we should be ready to act shortly.
This letter is disturbing, Kurt. It confirms that several deaths have been disguised in order to keep this camp secret. But it says that the recruits trained here have been assigned to governors from different cities. And yet I'm sure that Constantine knows nothing about these elite units. The conclusion of the letter also confirms that the commander is pleased with what's been going on here.
So Torsten knew.
So it seems. Including about the deaths.
He's gone too far. He dishonors us all. Sieglinde was right.
Who was Sieglinde? Your recruits have arrived in San Matthias and perfectly fulfill our expectations. I would not have expected anything less from one of my best students. I made sure that the commander knew what a good job you did in your ghost camp. I have no doubt that he will know how to reward you. If the recruits we send to the other cities are just as efficient, you too will be majors soon.
Locked. This room. What could have happened in here?
I know this smell only too well. Fear, blood, death.
The Ordo Luminis would surely envy such a place if they knew it existed.
Captain, we have trained the new recruits as instructed. However, some of them seem to have a hard time with the lack of sleep, so they were sent to the Black Room to be toughened up. We suffered a casualty, but the experience was very successful, and even though they came out slightly weakened, they were much more cooperative afterward.
This document explains a lot. They torture the soldiers to break them. Rainer shows up on this list more than once. He gave them a lot of problems.
Those who resist too much are lynched during night training. Rolf, you'll pay for this.
Kurt, Wilhelm's name was added to tonight's training.
These monsters want to make him pay for the help he gave us. The poor child will probably not survive.
We can't let them kill him. We must stop this training immediately.
The risk is that Rolf will ambush us.
If this boy dies because of us, I will never forgive myself. I refuse to let these recruits pay for the bastards who manipulate them. Let's avoid spilling blood in vain.
These children are victims, yes. But they are armed victims. Are you sure they'll spare us in return?
They're just kids. There has to be a way to reason with them.
We'll do what we can, Kurt. I can't promise anything more. Despite what Wilhelm told me, I wasn't expecting this. He's getting destroyed.
Come on, if you're dead.
They'll kill him. We can't let them get away with it.
Come on. Let's see what you're capable of. Come on, I'll teach you how to
Stop! We won't let you kill this boy like you killed Raina.
Soldiers! Do you realize what you're doing?
Captain? But...
You shouldn't be here. This time, you won't get away with it. Times!
Intuition. Discuss the letter.
Do you know what happens to those who die in this regiment? Their bodies are thrown out like those of rabid animals. If you die here, you'll die without glory. Nobody will ever know what happened to you. I doubt that's what they promised you when you joined the Guard.
No. No, of course not.
A good soldier doesn't fight for glory. He fights to be the best.
Really? Then the Guard really has changed. Did you recruits leave your families to end up lynched and thrown into a ditch?
No. You're right, Captain. We never should have ended up here.
Traitors! Cowards! Deserters!
Maybe enlighten protect me in this...
Will you be all right?
I'm wounded, but I'll survive. Thanks to you. I'm eternally grateful.
Come, Wilhelm. We'll help you get home. We owe you that, at least.
I'm counting on you to bring him back to the camp in one piece.
Yes, Captain.
Well then, let's go. We can't let that vermin Rolf escape us.
Well, there goes your, new position.
Let's hope that Rolf didn't hear the sounds of combat. Surprise is our best ally.
You're right. Let's try to approach discreetly.
Uh-huh. I didn't know she would kill him. dun. Wait, I have a potion to be invisible. Maybe I should try using that.
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle.
Hey! Why? Why did he attack me? Did I come too close? Oh wait, there's a way there.
It's blocked.
Damn it. Ah, so they're moving. I thought they are not moving. Is he going to come back? Doesn't look like it. Ah, fucking shitten. We are doing so good. Should have saved. Ay ay. My bad. Fucking shitten! Why are they suddenly so annoying? Where are we even going?
Nobody saw us. All we have to do is ambush them in the pit.
Lovely.
Rolf, you bastard, how could you be part of this disgrace?
You know that this is how the best soldiers are made. Soldiers, grab your weapons! Death to the traitors!
Stop! Soldiers, are you really going to obey these scoundrels? Do I need to remind you of the Guard's motto? Where is your honor?
I won't repeat myself, recruits. Execute these traitors!
Soldiers, listen to your captain. You are the victims of these monsters, and we are here to save you. We're doing our best to avoid a fight, to spare your lives.
Well, what do you want us to do? We have orders, and we know what will happen to us if we don't obey.
Enough! To arms! Attack!
Intuition. Make them understand the situation.
All this bullying and humiliation is only intended to turn you into weapons, not soldiers. And when a weapon is no longer needed, its owner throws it away rather than risk injury. That's why Raina was disposed of.
Being a soldier doesn't mean being a puppet. Put your weapons down.
They're right, mates. I don't want to end up in the harbor.
What do you think, soldier? You think we can trust them?
It's over, Lieutenant. These recruits won't do your dirty work for you anymore.
Congratulations, Lieutenant. You've trained cowards.
Their training wasn't finished, Captain. And the speeches were so convincing.
Silence! Where is this second squadron? Should have been here a long time ago.
They're not coming, Rolf.
They surrendered too. It would appear that your training methods aren't very effective.
Now that you no longer have lackeys to send after us, Rolf, you'll have to get your own hands dirty.
I've dreamt of shutting that big mouth of yours up for so long.
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle!
To my help!
What now?
Greenblood, my friend. Do you need something?
I must leave you. Will you be all right, Kurt?
Yes. Yes. I'll be fine. I'm just glad to know that this camp won't kill anyone else.
What about you, Wilhelm?
Thank you for saving my life. Without you...
I hope you can forget all about this. This is not what the Guard is about.
I don't know if you'll be able to forgive us, Wilhelm.
I've been in your shoes on other nights. You didn't have the choice.
While we wait for this camp to close for good, you'll be under Wilhelm's command. You'll soon receive your transfer orders.
At your orders, Captain.
Glad it's you, Wilhelm.
You'll stay here for now. I'll send men I trust to come get you soon.
What do you want us to do?
I'll need backup if I really want to put an end to all of this. We must go see Major Sieglinder in New Serene. I need to tell her what was going on here.
Are you sure she wasn't involved?
Her? Never. She's old school. She already held the commander at a distance because she didn't like the direction the Guard was headed. He would have sacked her, or worse, if she didn't have so much support within the Guard. I should have listened to her.
There's no use brooding over the past. Let's go. We'll go see her immediately.
Yay! Teleport. La 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 la.
Sieglinder, I need to talk to you.
What's the matter, Kurt?
We've just returned from a training camp. A secret camp, where elite soldiers are trained through terror, humiliation, and torture.
Don't tell me that.
Yes. One of my recruits died, and he wasn't the only one. It is designed to create a regiment of assassins.
I am sorry, Kurt. I knew something was wrong, but I never would have thought it'd go that far.
We put an end to it all. We had to. But Torsten allowed it, even encouraged it.
I told you that the commander's ambition would end up leading us astray from the ideals of the Guard, and that we would pay the price for it.
Yes. At the time, I told you you were exaggerating. That he had his reasons.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to speak out, Sieglinder. And reveal the commander's project to the governor of the congregation.
If I were as close to him and his family as you are, I would have done so a long time ago.
I know. I feel so stupid for not having understood Torsten's scheme until now.
You've always been a loyal person, Kurt. And too many loyalties are sometimes hard to reconcile. But Torsten betrayed us all. I'm counting on you to make him pay for it.
Believe me, he won't get away with it. Goodbye, Sieglinder.
Goodbye, Kurt. My men and I stand with you.
Friendly! We are friendly with Kurt.
Have you considered my proposition?
Accept now.
Very well. Let's go and discover what the governor would rather keep hidden from the world.
Excellent.
How would you like to go about this?
We must search her apartments in St. Matthias. They'll be guarded, of course. But if we are discreet, that shouldn't be a problem.
This is taking quite a risk. The congregation's reputation could suffer if we're caught. and my cousin's position would be weakened.
I know. But keep in mind that I know the palace extremely well. And if we want to be sure to pass without being noticed, we need only dress ourselves up as servants.
That would improve our chances. Well, let's do it.
No, 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 no. I want to talk to Anpata.
Greenblood, my friend. Do you need something?
His relationship with Capitan Rolf.
Rolf appeared to know you well. What was he to you? A friend? A rival?
A little bit of both. I wouldn't have willingly chosen him to be my comrade. And yet he was. And he was always picking at me to make sure that he was the best, the strongest, and the most appreciated. I suppose we all have someone like this in our past. Did you not experience that with Constantine?
Tell him that the two can't be compared. Tell him about the little pest who was your rival at the court. Tell him about the childhood memory of Constantine.
Constantine was never easygoing, but we were friends more often than we were rivals. I know he could be awful towards other children, but he always had a liking for me.
You were, and I think you still are, his only friend. The court has not been kind to him.
It's true. Did you know that his father told him one day that he would never climb up the ladder if he did not start behaving in a noble way? Constantine took it a bit too literally and decided to climb up the city walls.
Yes, I wasn't with you then, but I was told about it. That was the first time you saved his life. You were very brave that day. And if memory serves, thanks to you, he wasn't even punished. You really are the friend everyone dreams of having. Anything else?
I am the friend everyone is happy to have.
Sieglinde appears to know you well, and to have a lot of respect for you.
We fought together. That brings people closer, you know that. But I can assure you that's all there is to it. Actually, up until now, I've fought by your side more often than I have hers.
Tell him he still manages to surprise you.
Yet you still manage to surprise me.
I certainly hope so. Just as you surprise me often. Finding pleasure in discovering new aspects of one another's personality is half the fun of a relationship, isn't it? Anything else?
Is he hitting on me?
I must leave you.
Is she hitting on me? Watch our relationship. Have to check the relationship. Hello? Vasco, friendly, Kurt, friendly, Shora, nice, Petrus, suspicious. A congregation of merchants, nice, Breach Alliance, suspicious, Dilemma, suspicious, Coin Guard, nice, Naut, suspicious, natives, friendly. How is it that I am friendly with natives but not with Shora? This is not good. I need to, for more things to drink because I ran out of. I will be right back. I don't see the game. What happened? I see the black screen and I don't see anything. What is happening? Huh?
Dinner's gonna burn.
Wants to still. Stop staring like this. I will flip it even more. Stop. I like ships that start at odds. It's such a drama. I love the drama. Dehya is so not impressed. Me too. Durmia knows that if she was here, she would be like, God damn it, man. Get it together. Go to bed. Then I can actually change that fact, don't I? If I don't want Anakin to go to the Chancellor, I can basically not send Obi-Wan there. Who cares about Greed? Obi-Wan, your crush is showing stuff. I have no. What was that? What was that light? What was that light? Who are you? Holy shit!
With the right information, you can control anything.
Danger is a fair price to pay for inspiration.
I nearly cried here! I got her!
My work can grant peace and serenity, the likes of which few experience. It will be worth it. I promise.
Go on! I have to see this!
What? I thought he would disagree. To give up! Good, I didn't! I have seriously no idea what's happening on the screen, but I am glad you have fun. This is gacha game, so every character. I'm back. Hey ho, hey ho. Hey! You were here all along? I didn't know that. Look, volcano! Music is trying to scare me. I won't get scared, music. 20 hours. Kind of, I fell back asleep. Is my voice good for sleeping? Am I good ASMR for sleeping? Maybe I should monetize it. This is the talking of a poor person. I should monetize everything I do. Yay! Let's spy. Spy on this person. It's a very important person that we probably shouldn't spy on. You don't talk too loud, and you keep a pretty even tone, so yeah, I guess it's not too bad to fall asleep to. Ah, well, I only start speaking differently when I get excited. People often tell me, stop screaming when I get excited, even though when from my perspective, I am not screaming, so I don't get it. What's this?
Ah, Your Excellency. The Enlightened must have sent you. I would like to ask a favor of you.
I'm listening.
As you may be aware, we suspected this island might be the one St. Lucius wrote about.
Is that so?
We did, but let me explain. This island was where St. Matthias lived at the end of his life, and where he founded a perfect community. Some time ago, we created a village which we called Eden, following his example. We chose this place as it seemed to be the closest to the one described in the Holy Scriptures. It is a home to a community of converted islanders, accompanied and guided in their budding faith by our theologians. As you can imagine, it is of the utmost importance to us, all the more so because we discovered some tablets there, which were engraved by our founder.
An extraordinary discovery that confirms your suspicions.
I see you understand. Alas, these tablets were stolen, probably by the islanders who still reject our influence. I know that you are genuinely well accepted by the natives. That is why I was hoping that you could help us to retrieve what belongs to us.
I suppose I could go to Eden and try to retrieve them.
Marvelous. The leader of the community, Father Justinius, will be able to answer your questions. May the Enlightened assist you in this holy quest, Your Excellency.
This moment when you get another quest that you don't need. Can't she see that I am kind of busy? Religious people and their problem. They even give the same buildings to every governor. This is cheap. This screams Dragon Age 2. What is that? Looks scary. Are those like, I don't know, servants? Another the same room as in New Serene. Really the same buildings. Cheap. Cheap! You hear me? This is cheap. Dragon Age 2 treatment. Nothing interesting. I can't even go to bathroom without those two guys flanking me. Your Eminence, we have reorganized the basement room as you ordered. The damage caused by your Excellency's guests was substantial, and we regretfully had to replace the carpets, which had been heavily stained. I hope you will find the new carpets to your taste. I made sure the key to the room was on your desk, as usual. Let's go down, 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 down. Let's go down, 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 down. Down, 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 the same pictures. I thought I saw cheese. It was not cheese.
This area of the palace is forbidden to visitors. By order of the Mother Cardinal.
We did not know. Please, excuse us.
The basements are for servants only.
Very well. We'll go back up.
Okay. No shit. We are not going back up. We gotta find a way around this guy. must be another entrance. No? Should be. Ah, yeah, we were supposed to disguise ourselves as servants.
Come closer. Don't hesitate. Welcome to the best holy item shop in San Mateus.
Is this that? Question.
Goodbye.
Does everyone have to wear those clothes? No, well, we didn't do it.
Don't hesitate to have a rummage around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for.
Chat.
Do you like it here in San Mateus?
It is impossible not to like it here. The air is purer than it is on the continent. The Malachor is far away. And rumor has it that this island is the one Saint Mateus himself chose as his final resting place.
I don't get it. Maybe I put wrong clothes.
Goodbye.
Uh-huh.
May the enlightened
I did buy wrong
Don't
clothes.
hesitate to have a rummage around.
Blah 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 blah. Sell.
Goodbye. May the enlightened always keep you.
Ah, the quest said what type of clothes I was supposed to buy. Now I can't run. That's not good. Now going around will take forever. That crackling sound just started up. What? Now it should be fine. I thought it was fixed, because it didn't make any weird noises since yesterday. But I am still due to, you know, do a restart of the computer and an update. Windows update! But why not? This looks like a brothel.
This is a very unique place. The smell of stupor and vice reign as its masters.
You're not wrong. We should search this place.
This is exactly what we are going to do.
Oh, for goodness sake. This room reeks of alcohol.
And not just any old alcohol, if my nose does not deceive me. Cornelia always had great taste when it came to drinking.
Did you know that in ancient Greece, specifically Athens, because you need to remember that ancient Greece was more like several different places that had different customs, different rules, different laws. People often forget that because at school we are taught ancient Greece. But the laws were different in Athens, they were different in Sparta, they were different in Thebes, Corinth, everywhere. So in ancient Athens, there were brothels. And there were two types of prostitutes. The high-ranking one and the low-ranking one. Low-ranking one is the typical one, the high-ranking one was the educated one that you could have really entertaining and philosophical conversation with.
It seems that someone forgot their earring.
Ugh, here is an object of more than questionable taste. A woman from a good family would never wear it. It's junk. The kind of thing a courtesan would wear.
I didn't know you were an expert on the subject, Father.
The subject of jewelry?
No, of courtesan.
We are here at the heart of human depravity. Outrageous luxury, excessively priced alcohol, obvious debauchery.
Surely this is enough to incriminate the Mother Cardinal.
No, my child. These things are common in certain circles, even in Thélème, unfortunately. Cornelia may well have organized these things for others. These parties might be of use in gaining some political. We must find out who is involved and learn more.
The earring that we found may help us with that. We could ask at the brothel if it belongs to a prostitute.
We should continue searching. Perhaps we missed something.
My internet says that geisha wasn't a prostitute. At least my Britannica English dictionary says that they were usually art people, skilled in singing, dancing, and playing the samisen. They had to have an ability to make conversation, flower arrangements, perform tea ceremony, or calligraphy. But there's further in when I went inside the Britannica. The geisha system is thought to have emerged in the 17th century to provide a class of entertainers set apart from courtesans and prostitutes, who plied their trades respectively among the nobility and samurai. The geisha system was traditionally a form of indentured labor, although some girls attracted by the glamour of the life volunteered. Usually a girl at an early age was given by her parents for a sum of money to a geisha house, which taught, trained, fed, and clothed her for a period of years. Then she emerged into the society known as Karyukai, the flower and willow world, and began earning money to repay her parents' debt and her past keep. The most sought-after geisha could command larger sums from their customers. Besides providing entertainment and social companionship, geisha sometimes maintained sexual relationships with their clients. So they were kind of like a separate group, because there is specifically stated that they were supposed to be something different than prostitutes and courtesans. In ancient Athens, the high-ranking prostitutes were usually taken to symposiums. Symposiums were like places where you had philosophical gatherings of men, and usually women were not allowed there in ancient Athens. The only women allowed there were the high-ranking prostitutes that were keeping company to those men, but they were also taking part in the symposium because they were educated and talked about philosophy. They knew art and stuff. So I guess geisha kind of falls into this category because I guess the ability to keep conversation with the client and entertain his mind was more important than the other thing. Mother Cardinal Cornelia's account book. This account book lists many loans made from a moneylender called the Magpie. For every expense, there is the corresponding money input, which completely cancels it. The sums are astronomical, however, there is no mention of where this money comes from. There are also many recurring payments to a certain candy cane.
This document is highly important. By reading it carefully, you could learn a lot. The Mother Cardinal apparently borrows large amounts of money from a moneylender. Actually, enormous sums.
What's more, she does so quite regularly. How does she manage to give it all back?
And the name Candy Cane crops up several times. Quite suspicious, don't you think?
This sweet person must be doing her huge favors to get these sums. I think we have everything we need. There is probably a connection between these pleasure parties and the account books. Let's ask a few questions.
The moneylender is well established. He can be found near the main square. As for this Candy Cane, the name doesn't ring any bells to me, but the moneylender must know more about him.
We can also go and gather information at the Coin Tavern. Perhaps the manager knows him.
Speaking about brothels, in ancient Athens, the brothels were such an intrinsic part of society that they were actually all legal and regulated. Like, there were like specific prices set for the sexual services of the prostitutes. So the lower stands prostitutes were like for the common people, the higher stands were like for more educated, I guess, people, you know, like the common peasant versus a noble, I guess. It's just a crude comparison. It's not like I'm trying to say it's the same. I'm just trying to make a comparison that the regular prostitute was like for the common folk. They usually had affordable prices, and you know, and the higher grade prostitutes were like harder to get for the lower income people, so they were probably mostly keeping company to like important people who were engaging in like political discussions, philosophy, you know. I said probably. But it was interesting that they had regulated and legalized sex work. And actually there were like sex workers of all genders. There was no discrimination. Though in ancient Athens women didn't really have many rights. And it is actually kinda interesting that when a regular woman didn't have that many rights or access to as many places, the high-ranking prostitute had, because she was well-educated, erudite woman. You know? Like, I could imagine that an ancient Athenian woman could become a high-ranking prostitute just for the education. You know? Just for the education that it afforded. But at the same time, when I was reading about it yesterday, it kind of sounded as if they already had to be educated to be in that position. So I don't know how it exactly worked. Meanwhile, in Sparta, there were no brothels because they had different approach to life. In ancient Athens, they were like, you technically have to marry, but the man doesn't have to find fulfillment in marriage, and it was actually common for men to find sexual pleasures outside marriage, versus in Sparta it was different. They were marrying and they were like encouraged to try to find the sexual fulfillment in their marriages. There was actually one brothel when I was looking into it. One named after a very famous high-ranking prostitute. But only one. In ancient Athens there were like tons of them. And I was looking like in general into this topic and into sexuality, because you know ancient Greeks didn't really have a specific distinction for sexualities, you know. Like for example, women in ancient Athens were not afforded something as sexuality, meanwhile the women in Sparta were afforded a sexuality, so they were more independent. And in ancient Thebes, Thebes are usually known for the city-state that was mostly gay-friendly. They apparently even had a gay marriage at some point. Don't ask me why I was googling it. I was reading something and the thing I was reading kind of sparked those thoughts and curiosities and I started googling. It's quite interesting. Yeah, I wish we had like more information about the ancient Greece, but in a way that we could like separate, like we could go into section only about Athens and read about Athenian approach to life, and then go into another section and have Spartan approach to life, and then have like separate section for every city-state that existed. But obviously it's not possible because not everything survived to these times. It's so easy to fall down rabbit holes on the internet. I just was curious about sexualities in ancient Greece. I think I went to the wrong direction.
Come closer. Don't hesitate.
I need to visit my house. Cause this slow running is annoying. I was also looking into it because, you know, there's a lot of ancient civilizations that had completely different approach to what we consider now. Like, when I was reading about ancient Greeks, I was like, they didn't really have a concept of Tinder date, did they? Like, the Tinder, like, in the we are just going somewhere, and there's like a stereotype that Tinder is mostly for casual sexual encounters, not for romance. So I guess ancient Greeks didn't have a concept of something like that. Instead, they were using brothels. Which is some way to go around it, you know? I have a friend who is Greek, so you were talking about this, but even my Greek friend was like, couldn't tell me exactly how it was because there's so many stuff and there's so many contradicting accounts and there's so many different sources. But actually, we can agree on several things about ancient Greece. all ancient philosophers were behaving as if they were in fandom and arguing over which headcanon is the most true. And some of the stories that we know now were really gay, like Achilles and Patroclus. And what else we can agree on? That Alexander the Great was hardly straight. But he was Macedonian, but it counts, I guess. It's nearly the same area, like Macedonia is just above Greece. So it's close. La la la. There's more, you know. Huh? I don't know, I was just... There's some stuff I know. And there are some stuff I don't know. I know that there's a lot of homoerotic stories, like ancient Greeks, especially Athenians, were really into sexual acts, and they had sexual things on everywhere, even at fucking pottery. Like, you go to the ancient Greek museum and you see a vase, and there's like someone is doing something sexual on the vase. Like, there's a picture, and you're like, what the fuck? But with my friend, when we were talking about the prostitutes, we came to the conclusion that the name for the lower rank prostitutes is the same word that we probably take modern word porn from, because their name had the same structure. Like, they were called like pornoi or pornai, something like that. And we were like sitting and watching that name, and we're like, is this where the porn comes from? Yay. Okay. We changed clothes. I was supposed to leave stuff. I just started talking about stuff that shouldn't belong on stream, but well, we are on stream that it's plus 18, so I guess it's allowed. Why everyone can wear nice boots, but not me? Kurt got upgraded. Here's the brothel we're supposed to visit. Well, it's not like you are encouraging anything illicit, you're just discussing history. I mean, I can encourage something illicit, like support sex workers. They are good people. You don't have to, you know, use the service, just, you know, generally be positive. To the extent of my encouragement. They know their work issues better than we do. There's actually a Vtuber who is a sex worker, or was a sex worker. She popped on my feed, and she had really funny stories from her work. Not gonna lie.
Can I get you anything?
I'm here for something else. Can I ask you a couple of questions?
If you wish. What would you like to know?
Mention the Mother Cardinal. Interrogate him on his big client. Find about Candy Cane.
What can you tell me about a certain Candy Cane?
Candy Cane? Everyone speaks about him, or has heard of him, but no one really knows him.
And what do they say about him?
Here, nothing. You need to go downstairs for that sort of thing.
To the games room and the brothel?
Yes, that's more the kind of place where they'd talk about him.
You sometimes deliver goods to your big clients. Isn't that right?
Of course. The rich don't like to get drunk among mere mortals.
And have you ever supplied anyone from the palace?
Yes, that has happened. It suits them.
And who places these orders?
Well, a steward, of course. Don't you know how things work?
A woman? Dressed in a long green cloak?
No, the steward is more discreet. On the other hand, the person in the big green coat, the steward speaks to her sometimes. They know each other or work together.
Do you think that the Mother Cardinal may have been here?
Are you drunk or something?
I have to go. I will leave you to your work.
I guess apart from general misogyny of ancient Athens, the ancient Athenians had something interesting going on, like the idea of legalizing stuff. Like when you legalize something, it's easier to actually make it safer. Like, you make it safer, it's easier to control and regulate when it's legalized. When you ban something, then it goes rampant completely. You never know what is happening, where is it happening, how is it happening.
Can I get you anything? Look who it is. I feel that once again you're not here to support my business.
Sorry if I'm not chatting much, I'm just busy with things, but it's really interesting. Oh, it's fine.
I have to go.
I'm talking into ether. Someone will clip this one day and say I am problematic and shouldn't watch me. I can already see that. Another tavern that got a Dragon Age 2 treatment. Don't they have different structures? Why is it so dark?
It's blocked.
GreedFall. Looks like the devs were poor. I doubt that, you just aren't afraid to talk about certain topics that should be discussed. That's a twofold thing. One, I usually am not afraid to talk about topics that could make people uncomfortable, but there is also a second side to this coin. Namely, that I don't have brain-mouth filter, so I say stuff that I shouldn't. And I am later kinda like beating myself over saying some stuff that I probably shouldn't have mentioned, you know?
Good day. Welcome. You here to wager? To fight?
Ask about Candy Cane.
I imagine that the name Candy Cane rings a bell.
Obviously. Even though I would prefer it wasn't the case. He's a sort of organizer. He captures most of the beasts who fight in the arena.
How is that a problem?
Apparently, he's fixed a few fights. These kind of rumors aren't good for my business.
If that's the case, why don't you stop him?
He has friends, protectors. Without solid evidence, no one will lift a finger. And the only ones who wanted to speak of his cartel have disappeared.
Do you know where I could find him?
He often hangs out around the port at night, but I strongly advise you to stay away from the guy.
I know how to look after myself. Thanks for the information.
Actually, this topic about prostitution is not one of those. I had... Let's say that as an autistic person, I had a lot of weird slip-ups in my social life that shouldn't have happened. But this is not one of them. This is mostly education and me going into rabbit holes online. Like, it can be useful if you are writing about ancient Greece, like fanfic, and you want to be historically accurate.
Has the Mother Cardinal ever come here to place bets?
The Mother Cardinal? And why not Saint Matthias himself while you're at it?
Lol. Nobody believes me that Mother Cardinal is a gambler. Ask about the arena.
What is this arena?
It's a place of great pomp and entertainment, where all manner of fights take place. Men, women, savage beasts, island monsters. People are coming from everywhere on the island to participate, or to bet.
Ask about the betting.
On what would we be betting?
On the fights in the arena. You never heard of them? Quite a few come here and bet fortunes.
And do they win?
A few do, others have less luck. But they do get the thrill either way, you see, and that's all that counts.
I must be going.
Next time, then.
A feast for the eyes, ladies and gentlemen, and it's free. Come and see me as soon as you have made your choice. You won't be disappointed.
It was also on the topic, because we are in the brothel right now. Why that lady there looks as if she came from a different place than she should. Like, she doesn't look like she belongs here. She looks like a nun, to be honest. Hey, lady! Hey! Hello! I think you mistook the establishments. The chapel is in the other direction.
So, have you found what you were looking for?
Let's just say that I'm gathering information.
My treasures are worth their price. I promise you that you will get your money's worth. For you, I'm sure we can make a special arrangement.
I have to pay. Let Petrus intervene!
Father, do you want to explain to this man why we are here?
Of course. We are not here for your services, but to lead an investigation. Several clients of yours have made a complaint. Precious objects disappearing after your employees' visits.
People in very high places are concerned, which explains why we've been asked to take care of it.
This cannot be. Well, listen. Come in, but please be discreet.
Thank you for your cooperation.
I know the meaning of the word discreet, though. She really doesn't look like a prostitute. She looks like a nun that lost her way.
Look, a new face. Oh, but wouldn't that be... Hello, Father.
Oh, hello.
We would like to know if you know who this earring belongs to. Is it maybe yours?
Absolutely not. I am careful not to leave my belongings with clients, and I have no desire to answer your questions. That doesn't fall within my services.
Very well. Goodbye.
Wow! I guess this is less awkward because I am playing as a woman. Those two guys are simply flanking me and looking menacing.
There are too many of you for me alone, my little lambs.
Sorry, madam, but we are here to ask other favors of you. This question might seem a little surprising, But do you know who this earring might belong to?
Why? It's mine. I lost it when... How did you get hold of it?
Are you sure you want to broach that subject here?
You're right. Come with me.
Notice how she wasn't like, oh, I am not doing the services for ladies.
Why are you giving me back my earring?
You know where we found it, don't you?
Obviously. I realized as soon as I got back that I'd lost it.
I imagine your pimp does not know that you take part in these parties. He doesn't dabble in this at all?
No. Do not say anything to him, I beg you. He's on my case enough as it is.
Then I suggest you answer my questions.
What would you like to know?
Ask about the party goers.
Could you tell us who you saw at the parties?
Rich people, or better. They seemed very rich and important to me. But I don't know them.
Find out about the organizer.
Do you know who organizes these parties?
Not really, no. A steward pays me when I go, but I don't see anyone else, apart from the clients.
You can't even give me a single name?
No. The only person who sometimes speaks to this steward is a woman who is always wearing a green coat. She never takes part in the festivities, but the steward rushes over whenever she arrives.
Are they talking about orgies? Suggest the presence of Mother Cardinal.
Do you think that an important person from Teleme could have partaken in these soirees?
You're thinking of Mother Cardinal, aren't you? You lot really think we are a bunch of degenerates.
You're hardly a shining example of virtue, my child. Just answer our questions.
Sorry, Father, I don't know the Mother Cardinal, but I strongly doubt she dabbles in that.
You don't think you could recognize her, and you don't think you've crossed paths. What a testimony.
Did that Father Petrus just slut-shame this woman? Talk about the woman in the green coat. Speak about Candy Cane. Charisma. Try to learn a bit more about her.
This woman in the green coat. Could you tell me about her?
She always hides her face and never joins us. Then she disappears into a little office and locks the door.
I see. She is quite important, then.
Speak about Candy Cane.
Do you know someone who goes by the name of Candy Cane?
Everyone does. He is a powerful person, so his name makes the rounds.
Have you ever spotted him at these pleasure parties?
In all honesty, I wouldn't even be able to recognize him. I've heard his name before, but that's all.
Okay, let's try my luck here.
Admit it. You must know more than you're letting on. It's virtually impossible not to recognize someone while being so close to these influential people. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, I was able to recognize someone, once. Even with a mask on, I'm good at recognizing my clients.
Please continue. I'm all ears.
I don't want to implicate anyone, but he is of no real importance, and you've probably never even heard of him. It's the local moneylender.
I know very well who you're referring to, my dear.
But I didn't mention anything to you, huh? This stays between us.
I don't even remember the subject of this conversation anymore. Thank you for your help.
Be sure not to mention this to anyone. I'd lose my clients if they suspected me of speaking about them, you know.
Hopefully every woman in this establishment is here because she wanted to be here, not because she was forced to be here. Hopefully. Infirmary. Exactly the same type of building as the tavern in Serene, to be honest. Nobody is actually very, you know, creative here.
Halt! You have no authority to go any further.
Oh
I'll
no!
leave you to your duties, soldier.
That's right.
Oh no, I have no authority to go further. Quartermaster Herbert. Huh. Okay. Where should we go now? Barrack Street. I will rob the streets of things that they don't need. Question the innkeeper in St. Matthias. But I already talked to the innkeeper and he couldn't say anything to me. Does he have anything new to say?
Can I get you anything? Look who it is. I feel that once again you're not here to support my business.
Wait! Is it Dorian Pavas? It's Dorian Pavas' voice! Ask about the woman in the green coat.
I am looking for a woman who comes here. She always wears a long green coat.
Yes, I have seen this coat before, but I have no idea who is beneath it, if that's what you're asking. All I know is that I've seen her speaking to a regular, a steward of the palace who comes to place big orders. Always prime choice.
I have to go. I will leave you to your work.
Okay, question the bookmaker in St. Matthias. Bookmaker. Speaking of which, books used to be very expensive. Another fun fact. Wait, it's inside? Ah, this guy.
Good day.
Welcome. You here to wager? To fight?
Ask about the woman in the green cape.
I am looking for someone. A woman wearing a big green coat.
Yeah, I know who you mean. She's a good client. She comes in especially for the big fights and she has prime information.
Do you know where I can find her?
No, I don't even know her name.
She wouldn't happen to be coming back to collect some winnings, would she?
No, and I can't really tell you when she'll show up next.
Okay.
I must be going.
Next time, then.
They are really not helpful. Question moneylender the Magpie in St. Matthias. Okay. No problemo. Anyway, yeah, books used to be expensive and only rich people could have books, which is kinda fucked up, but also interesting from our perspective. The same way as from our perspective, ancient Greeks were basically killing each other because Athenians hated whoever was next to them and Spartans didn't like these ones, which is kind of funny because it sounds very similar to my people when we were still tribes and we didn't like each other. And it kind of stayed that way. Even when we created our own country, we still dislike other people from the same ethnic group. It's like a rule by this point. Slavic people hate each other. But we hate more. Some more than others. I don't know how I went from books to the ethnic groups beating each other asses in ancient times.
Can I help you?
Yes, actually. I have a small favor to ask.
You don't look like you need money from me.
I'll get straight to the point. I have bad news for you. I know about the decadent parties at the palace. I know that you take part in them.
What? But what are you talking about?
Stop acting all innocent. I have all the evidence I need to incriminate you. Although your reputation isn't spotless, there are others who have a lot more at stake than you. What if I were to spread it around town that you boast about being there? You know what happens when tongues wag too much.
That's enough! Alright, I get the message. What do you want?
Mention Candy Cane.
Tell me about Candy Cane.
We're not close, if that's what you want to know. I just know his name, like everyone else. I mean, there are some rumours. They say he does his business in the basement of the Coin Tavern.
What kind of business?
Oh, nothing to do with my line of business. He deals in arena fights, which are beyond me.
It would appear that you know the Mother Cardinal very well. I know that she borrowed money from you. I even know how much. What I want to know is why.
I have no idea. Do you really think that my clients tell me everything about their lives?
Does she still owe you money?
No, she always pays me back on time, and with interest.
Do you think she is plundering the city funds?
Ha! If that were the case, the funds would have been depleted long ago. Nah, the money's coming from elsewhere.
I would advise you to keep all of this to yourself.
I don't want any trouble. I will be as silent as a stone.
So, how do you see things, my child?
I think that the usurer is lending money to the Cardinal, and very significant sums at that. With this money, she bets on the arena fights while hiding in a big green coat. And she also gives large amounts to a certain Candy Cane, known for fixing fights.
Not only does our dear Cornelia love betting games, but she also wouldn't think twice about cheating to win.
Maybe he is just giving her advice. How can we prove anything?
We can always try asking him. Who knows? Perhaps he will give us an answer.
Okay. I just realized that we're in the middle of a religious city. And they have a brothel here. Yay! That's interesting. A bit. Religious city, and in the bowels of it, in the basement of a tavern, there's a brothel. And Mother Cardinal, the highest ranking religious figure, is going there for bets. And she's betting on fights. What a sophisticated lady, addicted to gambling. Don't tell her about gachas. She will never come back from that.
Candy Cane is not here. At least not yet. Remember, my child, The bookmaker told us that he hangs around here at night.
That's true, you were right. Let's come back later.
I wasn't listening. Can't we, like, go into a specific place and wait for the night?
Candy Cane is not here.
Yeah, I see, I heard.
Remember, my child, the bookmaker told us that he hangs around here at night.
Blah.
That's true, you were right.
Blah.
Let's come back later.
Blah. Where's my apartment? Let's come here at night. Sure, why not? My apartment is closed. Actually. Run, 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 run. My apartment. Let's wait till night. I can rest a bit. Don't go with me to my room. Go away. Nighttime. Yeah, she will be collecting waifus in Genshin. Waifus and husbandas. She would be John Lee Main. Like, because he would remind her of her religious figure, you know? Their god, Saint Matthias. I mean, the Reverend Saint Matthias. La la la. La 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 la. La la la. Ay, ay, ay. Why there's so many of you here? This is literally Dragon Age 2. You can't even go anywhere at night because there are bandits. For no reason other than being there. I mean, I guess it's accurate. But it's funny that it's very Dragon Age 2. Now I know why my friend was playing this game. And more of them.
And death to the others! Move away!
Look, Kurt killed him with a beautiful swing of his sword. I am still doing more damage, I think. Though I have no proof for that. Magic is strong in this game. Divine Ring, I just got Divine Ring. Can it be used for magic? Okay, Candy Cane, Candy Cane. Hello, Mr. Candy Cane.
Good evening. Are you the one they call Candy Cane?
Who are you?
Desardet, legate of the merchant congregation.
A legate, no less. I imagine in these cases, the one accompanying you is the famous Petrus.
You seem to be very well informed. Therefore, you might be able to answer my question. What do you know about a woman in a green coat?
Why would I tell you?
We know that you have business with this woman, and that she is actually the Mother Cardinal.
How did you... You would be better off forgetting that.
That's not exactly the response I'd imagined. But nevertheless, seems rather eloquent.
I told you to forget about it, or you'll soon run into trouble. Legate or no legate.
Come on. It was just an innocent little conversation. Goodbye, Mr. Kane.
Bye. And Godspeed.
We have enough information.
Really? Is the fact that she bets on fights that are potentially fixed enough for you?
It's already a huge scandal. Let me just think about it for a little while. I will find a way of putting this information to good use.
I have faith in you, Father.
Wow. Sure, why not? This is the end of his quest. Trouble in Eden. Camp of the Ordo Luminis. So many missions, not enough time, not enough life, not enough patience. Bandit hat, no. I don't want bandit hat. Can I finally make ammo? Yes, I can! Oh, I forgot about it. Completely. I can make more ammo for myself. That will be the last thing I will do. Here you are. I can make ammunition. Ammunition crafto. How many? 30. I guess it will be enough for now. Now we can go back to my home and save the game and go raid someone. Oh, hey, there's a table here too, I forgot. Yay! Ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da. This is me, a person with no filters on her mouth. Okay, let's see how I can raid. I should send you? To someone who's playing Baldur's Gate? To someone who is playing Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon, which is something I never heard before. Yeah, all done for the day. Yeah, I usually finish at this hour. There is someone who is playing Clair Obscur. And the Outer Worlds. Leaving me like that. You're all welcome. I hope you enjoyed the stream and my random info dump about a rabbit hole I fell yesterday in. Not often when I Google stuff with abandon. Well, I am happy that it was interesting. You got something from this stream. Some random info. I used to be doing streams in which I was talking about various stuff. Like I was talking about, for example, queer identities. Even if they were not my own, I was trying to explain them in the easiest way to understand for a person who is not part of the community, you know. But then I just focused on the games. And it's not like I have many topics to talk about. Like, if someone asks me something, I will obviously talk about it. But it's not like I am suddenly bestowed with a motivation to info dump. I think I picked someone. Okay, say hi to Serenity from me. We're playing Baldur's Gate with some friends. I usually play Baldur's Gate alone, so it's kinda interesting to see people doing weird stuff on the screen. I don't like playing together with other people because I usually have to, you know, adjust my schedule to them, or they have to adjust to me. And people obviously don't always have time, so kinda this playing that game playing game that way takes forever, so I just prefer to solo everything. Anyway, I hope you will have fun and see you tomorrow. Bye!